Hello. Sapere aude, wrote Immanuel Kant, dare to be wise. Well, sapere.org.uk believes, as I, a proud patron of the charity, do too, that thinking, philosophy, should be at the heart of learning, leadership, politics, really everything in our society. It sounds weird, maybe even pretentious, but let me put it this way. Philosophy here in the West is divided usually into major branches, and let's just quickly look at them and see why they are so important to our world now. Firstly, logic. It sounds like an arid, cold thing. You think of, Mr. Spock in Star Trek with his logical views that override humanity. But logic isn't like that. It underpins everything. We use it to scrutinize and test thinking, rhetoric, ideologies, and apparent certainties that do so much to stress and threaten the happiness of the world. But logic is also the way computers and AI work. So encountering logic, Aristotelian or propositional logic, the first kind, or first-order logic that comes next, and finally the Bayesian logic that underpins AI, that's a path that would allow a full understanding of the biggest thing to happen to our race since what, the invention of language 50,000 years ago? I'm talking, of course, about AI. And then ethics. Ethics is another branch of philosophy. In an age of gene editing and stem cell research and bioaugmentation and brain-computer interfacing, autonomous driving for that matter, never has ethics been a more important subject to come to grips with. And then there's the study of knowledge itself and how we know or think we know things. Epistemology, it's rather grandly called. But in an age of fakery and deceit, the scrutiny of what knowledge really is couldn't be more important. Then there's metaphysics. Well, again, it sounds grander than it is. It's just what we used to talk about when we were young over cups of coffee and glasses of wine long into the morning. Was the matrix right about reality and who we are? Can it be true that we don't have free will, as just about every political and philosophical thinker now believes? Well, maybe not political. Or that the cosmos itself and its particles have consciousness. These things sound amazing and they are thrilling to think about. Studying these branches and sub-branches of philosophy, like aesthetics and the philosophy of language as well, they allow us to remain those questioning, wondering children with our cups of coffee and glasses of wine well into the morning hours. So all you need to study philosophy is to bring an open mind. And what a time it is to think about philosophy. It used to be called the most stylish path to poverty and unemployment in academia. But nowadays, Silicon Valley and biotech and AI companies are employing philosophers at a huge rate and a very tidy income as well, because there's so much need for us to understand what is happening to the world, and we can't do it by ideology and certainty. We can only do it by open scrutiny and inspection of what we think we know. So you may, just like me, want to study philosophy because it's so damn fascinating, but SAPERE.org.uk is the organisation that has done so much to spread the word of this fabulous way of looking at everything in schools and in offices and hospitals and museums, in all kinds of places around the world, where an understanding of ethics and logic and metaphysics and knowledge couldn't be more important. I've gone on a long time because this is such an important subject, and I would love you to join the mailing list of sapere.org.uk and maybe find out more about them and see how they can help you. All the best.